Hi there and welcome. This is Cindy Jeffrey, founder of Leader Skills Academy. I have a story to share with you. The other day, there was a woman at the airport, and before heading off on her flight, she picked up a container of cookies. She went to the gate, sat down with all her belongings, and then decided it was time to have a cookie. So she reached over and grabbed a cookie, started eating on it. And just as soon as she started eating her cookie, the man in the seat next to her grabbed a cookie out of the container and he started eating it. She kind of looked at him out of the corner of her eye and wondered and finished her cookie. And then she grabbed another cookie and started eating on it. No sooner had she started eating her second cookie than that stranger, that man in the seat next to her, he reached into the container and he grabbed a cookie. And he started eating on it. And she looked at him and she frowned and she grabbed the last cookie and she started eating it. Well, then her flight was called. She got up, she scowled, just stomped off to get onto her flight. Well, she got settled into her seat on the plane. Then she reached into her purse to get out her music for the flight. And when she reached into her purse, she felt a container and she pulled it out. And there were cookies, her cookies, all sealed up, never opened. So as I told you this story, what were you thinking? What were you wondering? As the woman ate her cookies and the man grabbed a cookie, what were you thinking? As the woman got onto the plane and reached into her purse and grabbed her cookies, what were you thinking? Does it get you thinking about assumptions? It does me, and I think that's a real critical lesson for us in leadership. I think a lot of times we make assumptions, and assumptions aren't always bad, but it's important for us to think about assumptions and to think about the role of assumptions in our leadership. So as a leader, I'm going to challenge you. It's okay to make assumptions, but I'm going to challenge you to make good assumptions. A lot of times as leaders, we see people who come from different perspectives than our own, and we make assumptions, and they're negative assumptions. Guess what? Other people who don't agree with us, they're people too. And they have wants and needs and desires just like us. So I'm going to challenge you today. If you have assumptions to consider, are those assumptions accurate? Is there another way of looking at things? People who don't agree with you, is it possible that maybe they are seeing things from another perspective? I'm going to challenge you to challenge your own assumptions and have positive assumptions. Where you have assumptions, have positive assumptions about other people. Thanks so much for joining me. This is Cindy Jeffrey, founder of Leader Skills Academy.